Surprise, motherfucker, we're back.
Oh my god, that was so shocking.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Trailer Hitch.
Welcome, everyone.
All right, so you might be thinking, what the hell? What are we doing right now? Shouldn't you guys be resting until January so that way we can get more trailers?
You guys promised us this was the last episode of the season, blah, blah, blah.
We lied.
Yes. I mean, we're not giving this a number. It's not a real episode. It's a bonus episode, if you will. Bonus episode.
Yeah, this is just extracurricular.
That's right.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are in December. That means that this is the time of lists. So this is when everyone sits down and lists out their favorite movies, their favorite albums, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
So instead of being bored as fuck looking at all these publications that are giving Beyonce #1 album of the year, you could be listening to us right now, talking about our favorite trailers of the year.
That's right. Favorite trailers of the year, and now that's including trailers that came out in the last couple months that the movie maybe hasn't come out yet.
Correct.
We're not talking about movies that came out this year, just the trailers.
This is Trailer Town.
That's
ladies and
right.
gentlemen. And I've looked it up. We're actually filling a pretty niche market, man. There's like only a handful of best trailers of the year. But you know what? I think we have a voice, and I think we need to throw our hats into the ring.
Yeah, are any of the other ones also entitled Trailer Hitch?
No.
Okay, see, we cornered the market on that one then.
We got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Suck
we did
it.
First, we're going to need some music.
Yes.
So, here we go.
You can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch. Trailer hitch.
Turn the lights and grab a seat. Pour yourselves some whiskey neat. It's time to judge the shit out of these future releases by the movie trailers. We're Trailer Hitch. This movie might totally suck, but the whiskey sure is going down fine. Yeah, we're Trailer Hitch.
All right, now with that out of the way, let's get into our favorite trailers of the year. So,
How are we going to do? So we each picked 3 trailers. Mm-hmm. We were initially going to do 5 each. But you know what? Let's make this harder on ourselves. Let's just narrow it down just to 3.
but we have honorable mentions.
We have honorable mentions because we cheated.
Yeah, we may as well have 5.
We're filthy, dirty cheaters.
At the same time, you know, we appreciate the fact that y'all don't have all day. You're probably unwrapping gifts as you listen to it.
That's right. What a Christmas treat, this bonus episode for them. Or any holiday you happen to be celebrating this Christmas season. See, I was politically incorrect in the statement, in the sentence of me trying to be politically correct. You know what? A for effort, I say.
A for effort, yes.
Thank
indeed.
you.
I mean, you could be unwrapping Hanukkah gifts as well. You could be unwrapping, I would have to assume Kwanzaa. You get some
I wouldn't
gifts.
know, but you know what? Maybe.
Sorry, Jehovah's Witnesses. You were kind of left out in that. So whatever your celebration is this year, you're hanging out, you're listening to us.
That's right.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We want to make sure that this is nice, tight, and concise for you guys. So let's get right into it. My number 3 of the year.
Kevin's number 3.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I just came up with it.
All right. So my number 3 of the year is A Cure for Wellness.
Cure for Wellness.
Yes. The trailer dropped a couple months ago. This was the Gore Verbinski movie.
We reviewed it.
Yes. That wasn't our main drag. It's horror, thriller. I'm not actually too sure. However, what made me gravitate toward it is I think that as an atmospheric trailer, it fucking knocks it out of the park. Because I have, even though I don't necessarily know what's going on in the movie or in the trailer, I have a really acute sense of the tone.
Yeah.
And a very acute sense of the visual style.
Visuals kind of were stand out. Like, super
Amazing.
stand out.
Yeah, for sure. There are, and we list them out in our review. There are plenty of really great shots throughout all of this thing. It did exactly what an atmospheric trailer should do, which is hook me on, you know, the basic tone of the movie, and I'll dig the fuck out of that tone, and then raise questions as to what's going on. And I think I'm given enough to have a rough idea,
Yeah.
but not enough to really grasp onto, which makes me want to know more.
And which is absolutely intriguing.
Yeah, which is exactly what a trailer should do, is it should more or less just tease you, give you like a basic outline of what you're in for, and then just cast you off.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, certain genres require certain things, and I think the genre that A Cure for Wellness is aiming towards, this was perfect
Yeah.
For that genre.
100%. And so, overall, I dug the fuck out of it. I'm probably seeing that shit right away in February.
Yeah.
James.
You got real mad at me when we reviewed it because I didn't give it
a real reason for why you didn't... I know your reason was you don't necessarily gravitate toward that style.
Yeah. You know what? It's not about my review of it. That's right. It was your
what?
third favorite movie trailer.
Yeah, we're supposed to be completely positive right now, and now you're kind of like, oh yeah, I remember not liking that. And like, just fucking let me have this.
Zipping it right now.
All right, cool. So yes, number 3 for the year, A Cure for Wellness. Totally dope trailer. Y'all should check it out. James,
beautiful.
What do you think?
Of that trailer?
No.
Okay.
No. We've already covered what you thought.
Can we get to my number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So James's number 3 favorite trailer of the year would be Swiss Army Man.
Oh, sure.
Yes. And it's surprise. When did that come out? Like long time ago. March?
Yeah, like March.
I feel early 2016. I have not seen the movie yet. I haven't gotten around to it, but I was all about that trailer when it came out, man. I watched it so many times. It was just so unbelievably unique in what it was. And for those of you who aren't familiar, it's a castaway on an island who finds comfort and solace and friendship in a dead corpse, which is played by Daniel Radcliffe. But the trailer just like kicks it into absurdity with as the title of the movie implies, Swiss Army Man, all the uses that Paul Dano's character uses this corpse for. Chopping wood, harpooning over something, propelling him, using flatulence type of stuff.
Yeah. It is. It's super imaginative.
It's weird. And like you described that movie to me, and I'm like, that sounds weird and I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with whatever you just said about that. But then you watch the trailer and the mixture of music and visuals and heart, it was really great. And I'm like, how is this movie about this stranded guy and this corpse that farts
and has boners
and shit, like melting my heart? I could not explain it. And that is why it got my number 3 slot, because I still can't explain how they were able to pull off that reaction from me.
Yeah.
That I feel like that is incredible.
Well, I feel like that is what a good trailer should do. Which is take a log line or a synopsis for something that you're like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with it. But then completely turn you around on it. That's the sign of a great trailer.
That's incredible. And who knows, maybe I wouldn't have ranked it so high if I didn't have that initial like disdain reaction to the description of it at first. Maybe if I just saw the trailer, it would have been like, oh, that's really good. And that was it. But I went from, 0 to 100 with watching that trailer. I thought it was really great. I have no excuse for not seeing it yet, but I look forward to
time.
Time. Well, it gets away from you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I just really loved it. And I can't wait to see it when I finally do.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about it. So there you go. That's my 3rd favorite.
All right, that's awesome. Do you notice how I didn't poke holes in that and I completely co-signed the entire time?
No.
It was mean.
No. I tuned you out, Kevin, to be honest.
My number 2. My number 2.
Kevin's number 2.
God, you've been knocking those out.
Thank ya.
Is Moonlight. So this movie came out in October. Trailer dropped pretty shortly before that. I felt like I saw the trailer and then blinked and was like, oh shit, there's the movie.
It's out, yeah.
And so the movie is about a gay black man through 3 different stages of his life. And what I liked most about the trailer is it told me that's what the movie was without explicitly saying he's gay and he's struggling with his identity. I think that was incredibly clever, and I think kind of clued me into, how smart the movie was going to be constructed.
Yeah.
That this wasn't just going to, it wasn't going to hit familiar notes and hopefully dive into something that would be incredibly truthful.
Yeah.
And question masculinity and black masculinity and reconciling how an inner city kid grows up homosexual and the struggles that he faces. And it did. I completely bought it hook, line, and sinker. I think the opening is incredibly effective because that's when he's riding in the car with the other guy who more or less kind of clues in on the fact that he's at the very least questioning, if
Yeah.
not gay. I thought that it was shot perfectly. I love the editing style in the trailer itself. I felt that it jumped around a little bit, but still maintained its coherency, which is really great. And
Yeah.
it's something that I really give a lot of props to.
Have you seen it yet?
I actually haven't seen
Okay,
it either.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, no, I have seen one of my top 3. So, 33%. That's all right, eh? Otherwise, no. I mean, like, from top to bottom, I just really enjoyed that trailer.
Yeah.
And, I'd heard about Moonlight when it was making its round in festivals and people being like, oh my god! And it was like, oh, yeah, I guess that sort of sounds interesting. Maybe I'll check it out. But seeing that trailer really made me drop what I was doing and say, okay, at some point I need to see this movie.
Yeah,
It just looks really great.
Like what you said, that's an incredibly hard thing to do, to instill in people what this movie's about without coming out and saying the words, oh, I'm a homosexual black, inner city black, teenager growing up.
But at the same time, I'm not really too comfortable with it. I'm getting beat up for it, and I'm going to try and hide it and stifle it. But at the end of the day, this is who I am, and I just want people to accept me. Yeah. Doesn't say a
I mean, I'm not a film writer, but I probably wouldn't have phrased it that way anyway. So without doing that, and without showing like super obvious clues, as in like him kissing someone, or like even none of that is in it. Correct. And you still know exactly what it's about, and that's incredible.
It's really fucking
it's a really hard thing to do, and that is really impressive that they pulled that off. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was good one.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Aw, look at you.
Also,
you improved.
It sucked.
Fuck off.
Just kidding.
All right, are we ready for your number 2?
I'm ready. Oh, see, that was good. Thanks, man. I was gonna ask you to do one, but I thought I was going to take you off guard. You knew it was coming, huh?
Nope, I was fucking on it.
All right. James's number 2 trailer of the year, Logan.
It's one of my honorable mentions!
It's one of your honorable mentions. High five. Hooray!
All right, hit me with it, man. I love this thing, too.
Yeah.
Why do you love it?
I guess you gotta have to look into my personal bias, too. Mm-hmm. The X-Men movies were... The first X-Men movie was the first comic book movie I've ever seen, period. And I, was obsessed with it when that first came out. It was the first VHS I ever bought. I watched it to death. And Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine was just mind-blowing. It's just, that is Wolverine. That will always be Wolverine. So I have this real attachment to this character. Not only the character of Wolverine, but the actor that is actually still playing this guy.
Yeah.
Which is that was, I think the X-Men movie was 99. We're close to 20 years playing this character. And the reason it means more to me than, let's say, a film like Spider-Man, which Spider-Man's my favorite superhero, but we've gotten lots of different Spider-Man over the years. And this is kind of our first outing with Tom Holland, blah, 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 whatever. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. This is a new take on that character. We've kind of seen him do his, normal shtick in all of these X-Men movies so far. Some of them I really have liked. Some of them I really have not liked.
Are you potentially slamming X-Men Origins?
I'm saying X-Men Origins is the worst.
Yeah.
But still, also...
Wolverine Origins?
X-Men,
it's so bad I don't remember the
X-Men
title.
Origins Wolverine, Wolverine, whatever.
Got it.
Also, X-Men Last Stand, not the greatest. He had a brief cameo in X-Men Apocalypse, spoiler alert. But, whoa, no, oh my god, it was in the trailer, but whatever. So I'm just really excited for the new take on this character. And it would be hard to do a new take on this character if you set it in the same time frame that all the other movies have been set in, they're kind of jumping all over the place with the 70s and the 80s, whatnot. But for this one, they were okay, we are throwing it in the future, vague future. I think they gave a year, but it's most people are what? It really doesn't matter what year this takes place. It takes place in the future. Wolverine hardly ages, and he looks old and ragged. I think the aesthetic of it looks great. The music choice was so spot on that I was almost is this too good of a music choice? It threw me off, but no, it was just that good. And it's Johnny Cash's Hurt, which was just perfect for that character.
Yeah.
Who who gets hurt countless times.
Oh,
and
but does he get hurt figuratively too?
Well, he does, but he heals over it. That's where I was going. And see,
Yeah.
you saw right through me. You saw right through me, Kevin.
What have I become?
You did. I'll give you a high five.
Thanks, man.
Anyway, just from the color palette, which looks kind of your neo-Western color palette.
Yeah,
which you are all about.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a cool look for an X-Men movie, which we haven't gotten before.
Yeah, and it definitely just looks like it is a different approach to the Wolverine character.
Yes.
And it looks really refreshing,
Yeah.
while at the same time remaining true to who his character has been throughout the movie franchise.
Absolutely.
So, no, totally co-sign, man. I think it looks really cool.
As you mentioned, it is in your honorable mentions. So
Damn
I
right.
hope,
Look at us agree.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's James' second favorite movie trailer of the year. And that comes out next year, just so everyone knows. That hasn't come out yet. March, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
it's in March.
Anyway, there you go.
Oh shit, we're at our number ones for the year.
This is going so quickly.
My Chrome trailer of the year, my number one.
Kevin's number one!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Out of nowhere. Like, I can't believe, that is, as Logan was yours, 10 Cloverfield Lane is on my honorable mentions as well.
No way!
Boom! Mind blown. Oh my
Look
god.
at us agree! All right.
There's so much agreeing going on today.
I know. Yeah, dude, from front to back, I just love that first trailer. That's the one that starts off with a close-up on a jukebox and a song called I Think We're Alone Now starts playing. We have John Goodman, Mary Elizabeth
Winstead.
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and a third dude who did really well. Sorry.
He was good.
Super good.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. We get the three of them,
A room.
a
A living room. A living quarters.
and they just kind of seem like they're killing time, you know?
Yeah.
We get some pretty cool jump cuts where they're trying to solve a puzzle. You know, we get them eating at dinner, playing board games. But you can start to tell very early on in the trailer something's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And then it becomes pretty apparent they're in a bunker. And then just as the song starts to warble is a word.
The Werble Wobble.
Once it warbles and fades, that's when we start to get other images added on, where we get a close-up of a pair of handcuffs, someone's handcuffed to a radiator. You know, we get Mary Elizabeth Winstead trying to get cell phone service.
Yep.
You know, shots of fire. And, like, now it's becoming very apparent something definitely wrong with this bunker. It hits the point in the trailer where she picks up a glass, she smashes John Goodman in the head, she tries to escape, and throughout all of this, there's not a single line of dialogue spoken, by the way.
It's so brilliant.
So fucking smart.
Yeah.
Like, we get everything through images.
And music.
And music as
cues.
well. And then she gets to the top of the staircase. She's able to unlock the door. She's able to close John Goodman out, lock it behind her. We get the first lines of dialogue, which is, "Don't go out there, you'll kill us all."
Yeah.
And we get a shot of Mary Elizabeth Winstead reacting to something that's outside, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then we fade up in the Cloverfield title, then it adds in 10 Cloverfield Lane. Just like from top to bottom, like that trailer could more or less just be a short film. And I'd be like, that was pretty fucking neat.
That was awesome. Let's watch it again.
Yeah, for sure. And so it had its own self-contained story, but in addition, it did exactly what we agreed a good trailer should do, which is give you enough information to hook you, but not enough to go overboard.
Yeah.
So, again, brilliant move that we don't actually see what's going on outside the bunker. I want to give a shout out to them for keeping the fact that they were making a fucking Cloverfield movie completely under wraps.
Yeah.
For
No one knew about this
Yeah.
at all. It took everyone off guard.
Yeah, and just in the basis of a trailer, I mean, it's an easy way to get people excited. Fucking worked, though.
Yeah. Well, and it was like, this trailer just came out, and the release date was the most surprising
Yeah,
thing.
it was like, by the way,
a
this is
month.
coming out in like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is unheard of. Like, unbelievable. But then you, like, think about it. It's like, well, they shot 98% of this in a bunker. So it's like, it would be relatively easy to keep that under wraps if you are going, are going out of your way to keep it under wraps. You could do it.
But I mean, even the fact that there wasn't like one guy in the office who was like, I'm just just gonna take the script home for myself. And then like
TMZ is really hard up for info right now.
Yeah. They're offering me like a lot of money right now, and I gotta make that car payment.
Yeah.
Everyone did a great job keeping it under wraps. But again, just like front to back, I absolutely loved that trailer. And it made me go out and see the movie right away. And bear in mind, I enjoyed the first Cloverfield movie. But if you had just told me, with me not seeing the trailer, hey, would you like to go see the sequel? I'd go,
meh.
Oh, maybe I'll hit that up on Netflix or something. Like, that's okay. But
you know what I would say?
What?
Show me a trailer first.
Ooh,
and then they would show me that. I'd be like, okay, I'm on board. I'm on board.
And that's why we have a trailer podcast.
That's right.
So yeah, Chrome trailer for me goes to 10 Cloverfield Lane. James?
Well deserved, yeah.
How about you?
Okay, James's number one favorite trailer of the year, the Chrome trailer with the James little engraved plaque on it. We'll make those later. We won't. Goes to the trailer for A Monster Calls. Yes. And another one that I don't believe has come out yet.
I don't believe so, no.
This one, have you watched this trailer?
I have, yeah.
Okay. This trailer came out before we started doing the podcast, so it kind of, before our time, same with 10 Cloverfield Lane as well.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, you actually pulled me aside one day and were like, you gotta fucking watch this trailer. So,
for which one?
For A Monster Calls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That, again, a sign of a good trailer is I'm like pissing everyone off by like making them stop what they're doing and watch this trailer that I just thought was really awesome. So A Monster's Call definitely checks that box. I watched it the one time and I then watched it a second time and then I just wanted to tell everyone about it. It was so moving for me for such a interesting type of a plot. And for those of you who don't know, it's about a kid who is going through some hard times. Based on the trailer, I don't think it's too much of a spoiler to say that his mother is like terminally ill.
Yeah.
And so he's going through like really hard times and he seems to create this imaginary monster through his illustrations and stuff and brings him to life, through his imagination to help him cope with the, all of his grief that he's going through. There's something very basic about that explanation. But the trailer is just so visually unique and beautiful, but also like intense at times. Like this kid just has so much anger in him. You can tell he's like bottling it up a lot, and like this escape is something that he like really needs. And that it just like it moved me, and it moves me every time I watch it. Still, I get goosebumps and I tear up because it's just so sad and interesting and like exciting for this character going through that. And like I can kind of relate to him. I didn't go through any terminally ill parents, but I was like a pretty angry kid growing up. So like I can really relate to not really having a good outlet for that anger growing up. Like this is just such a cool way of showing that. The title cards have like this cool watercolor effect on it. There was a beautiful song. It just worked on so many levels for me. It's like one of those emotional. It's just one of those emotional movie or trailers where mentally I'm like, it's hard for me to put into words why this had this much of an impact for me, but it did. And like I have watched that trailer more than any other trailer this year.
Yeah.
That is why it gets the Chrome trailer with the James engraved plaque thing on it.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. Really briefly, my other honorable mention.
Oh, yes.
La La Land.
Oh, La La Land was incredible.
Really fucking dope trailer.
Yeah.
And then obviously my other honorable mention was Logan. How about you?
Oh, well, La La Land would have been in my top 10. Not so much close enough for an honorable mention.
Urkel, it's in my top 5.
One of my honorable mentions is the Suicide Squad trailer that Not the Bohemian Rhapsody one, which I did enjoy that one, but it was the one that started with "You don't own me."
Yeah.
Tell me what you say, or some shit like that. I can't remember the
That's
name.
gonna be our backup
I'm
song.
really knocking out the song titles.
You're doing great.
So thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, it switches from that song to the Ballroom Blitz. Blitz, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. Damn it! I should have just let it go.
You're good.
Oh God, I'm
a
second.
music nerd. I'll let you know.
I'm second guessing everything now. It's like a good introduction of the Joker in it. Still, you get all these like wacky, out of this world characters. It looked like a rock and roll type of superhero movie. It just was fun. It was just fun from beginning to end, and it looked like it was going to be probably one of my favorite movies this season. Didn't end up being the case. That's fine. It was fine. I liked it more than most, but it's still not a great movie. Anyway, so the other honorable mention I have is...
What the hell? You have more?
2.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
The other one is Independence Day Resurgence, which, again, turned out to be just a dog pile of a movie.
Sort of here, yeah.
But it just hit really well on my nostalgia for that first movie, which I loved, with the Bill Pullman presidential "Today we celebrate our Independence Day" speech, just playing underneath footage and audio bits from the new one, and then it like crackle out, and it was like, that was really good. Like, it plays on my nostalgia for that movie, and I really liked that, so I wanted to call that one out too. Done. Fine, I'm done, Kevin. Jesus.
No.
I know I keep just rambling on.
Yeah,
that was it,
welcome
man.
to Earth, and welcome to the end of Trailer Hitch for 2016.
I hope you guys enjoyed what we gave you so far.
Yeah, I hope so. You got 10 episodes. You got a couple bonus episodes in there, too. Be sure to hit up Stage Banter in their second part of their Album of the Year showcase. You might hear some familiar voices. Like us.
Stage Banter.
Yeah, that's Kyle's podcast.
Oh!
That's the thing we're recording for in like 2 seconds.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I didn't know the name.
Oh.
Sorry, Kyle.
I'm going to just try and cut this. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We had a ton of fun doing this. We hope you did too. Do you have favorite trailers of the year? Fucking email them over at trailerhitchbox@gmail.com.
We'll probably just read them to ourselves, and that'll be it. But
yeah, we're not going to do jack shit with them. But send them our way. You can also hit us up on our Facebook. Please like, rate, subscribe. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next year.
Next year, have a Happy New Year, guys.
You can't mount holy sails without a sailor stitch, and you can't haul your stuff without a trailer hitch.